Greetings everyone, please give me a moment to make sure everything's set on up. My voice still has not recovered, so I'll see how long ago, but right now, yeah, my voice has been knocked out for a bit of time, and still not 100%. Let's see, there we go, chat window's active. Let's see. Enable preview. Take a look at the chat windows, make sure they're working. Rumble is going. YouTube is going. Twitter is going. Twitch is going. And looks like everything's going good. Let's still do the test messages. And YouTube did not pop up. Why is that? Activate. Okay, I can see it there. There we go. Alright, so everything's good to go there. Clear that out. Disable a preview to see some resources, and now double check my computer, make sure everything's working good over there. And looks like everything's good to go. So let's get started. Yeah, perfect. Greetings everyone, and Great here of another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn bottom left side as the blue Byzantines, we got North America, null caps. Spawn top right side as the pink Rus, we got Beastie. When it comes to map generation, looks like blue's gold deposit spawned forward, so did pink spawn even more forward, looks like. But maybe just misleading on the map. Deer deposit spawned forward as well as a stone deposit, so maybe Byzantine players should eye, or no, this is a Rus player, should eye for Fort Townsend here to help protect this region. Kremlin could be deployed out up here as well, pretty far forward. Then put Townsend next to it and have a lot of good villager storage. Just a possibility. The Byzantine deer deposit spawned pretty far forward as well, but Byzantine players tend to go for berries first for the olive oil. Delicious olive oil. See, one more. I need to adjust my microphone. And we've got the Grand Winery now being pulled out here. Cistern is able to reach out to the two gold miners, the two gold diggers. And the Rus player just needs to get a bit more food, get a lot of passive gold from the sheeple and from the, whatchamacallit, hunting cabins. He did go for a double hunting cabin opener. And we got the Golden Gate being pulled in the field, not the Kremlin. So that's what economic play for the Rus player. And there's a lot of things you can do with the Golden Gate. And depending on the matchup as well, you can do different things. When it comes to also the landmarks in the field, not landmarks, trading posts, we do have Mercenary Zinchnews and Mercenary War Elephants. While down here, we do have the Musafadi Warriors and the Mercenary Camel Archers. Mercenary Camel Archers do get bonus damage versus like gunpowder as well. And roofs tend to be highly light on Shroudseed, Shrulets. So perhaps maybe Mercenary Camel Archers wouldn't be half bad later on. He is going for the, what's this, Eastern Mercenary Contract. It has access to Keshiks, Giloms, and Tower Elephants. He's going for some Keshiks now. The Tower Elephants could be quite nice. If you go for Engineering Company, they will have the Howl Dogs, give them crossbows. And we do now have the Professional Scouts there. Blue is herding all these deer around here, so maybe I'm for a mill or maybe a Townsend here. No stone collection there by the Byzantine player, so perhaps maybe not the town center. But he can always put some outposts here and be a good spot to collect the gold and the deer. Now I've got a pair of Keshiks on the field, advancing along with scouts, so let's go down back to normal pace. We got 2 charges of Golden Gates. We do also have a Wooden Fortress here. Not only provide the increased wood drop-off, provide some good protection for some nearby villagers from, say, some harassments from these Keshiks. And the castle turret makes them very effective versus heavy armored units as well, if somebody ever goes for it. It's a nice upgrade. 75 stone, so your units can protect themselves from heavy cavalry. It's not bad, honestly. More Keshiks on the build queue for the Byzantine player. The Byzantine player is pretty close to aging on up. I think we're going to see a bunch of wood sold off for some gold for the Golden Gate. He can sell off 100 wood for 150 gold. He has 3 charges, so this is 300 gold has been acquired via wood. May have sold off a little bit more. He has a lot of stored up gold, maybe a little bit too much. He doesn't have the age up just right. What? Sister on the first hill. Is it still as bad as always? We got some scouts here, grabbing some deer. I have to click on the landmark every single time I click on this because it's such a rare landmark because it's really not that good. It's great for only if you go for heavy cav based play, primarily cataphracts. Can be decent for Keshiks and maybe mercenary Royal Knights. But Cistern in the first hill acts as a cistern, unlocks a pilgrim flexibility on non-siege military units. Activate for 25 health per second regen for 6 seconds, so effectively 150 health across 6 seconds. And you get 1 flask active charge every 30 seconds for a maximum 28 flasks. And I think you start out with like 10? I honestly have no idea, I'm pulling that out of my ass. We have to select on a unit there to see how many charges. I don't see charges down here. There, 6. Wait, can scouts not activate flasks? I never knew that. He started off 6 charges. Get some good damage there on some of these villages, but no kills. He can activate a flask on this wounded one. It will pull him up to full health. Does take a nice big gulp there. Got some spearmans there. And he will be just fine. They both have a little bit of damage on them, but they're Keshiks. They get health upon strike. Throw a couple of torches on this hunting cabin, they'll be just fine. Both players now heroic age. We do have some cataphracts from the Byzantine player. Veteran mercenary contracts have been researched. Now the veteran Keshiks at 175 health, so now they can make full usage of the health regen, possibly at least. We got a very large number of spearmen. I wonder if you realize this one has gone for the cistern first hill. Scout is down, not big surprise. Drops the deer there. So we got Byzantine heavy cavalry play. War Engineering Company can also improve the Keshiks with the Step Lancer upgrade. I believe it does not do improve, just regular Stamp Lancer, but I could be mistaken about that. And a Russian player, the Rus player, is going a bunch of angry men with pointy sticks, which is quite effective. After all, the spear is the deadliest weapon in human history, if I remember correctly. The second most deadliest weapon in human history is actually the grenade. Because grenades have been quite effective throughout human history. Particularly, I think that it's also the #1 killer in World War I as well. At least in the trenches. Yes, the grenade is deadlier than the machine gun. Because after all, the machine gun does not necessarily what's the constant danger of the entrenched warfare. Those were snipers. Snipers were actually the day-to-day threat in entrenched warfare in World War I, not the machine guns. Machine guns were only a threat during mass assaults. People didn't poke up their head and get killed off by a machine gun. They got poke up their head and get killed off by snipers. Or how the British calls it, random head wounds, and they could not identify the source of snipers. The British were very ignorant to the concept of snipers, even though they had recovered scope rifles throughout World War I. And scope rifles have been around for quite some time, actually. Keshik took some damage there, may want to take a drink from his flask. You get a decent number of charges, and you do regenerate them pretty quickly when you're not in combat constantly. These flasks, I don't know how effective these flasks are versus spearmen, but they're probably not bad. In small conflicts, the flask will help them easily win small conflicts. Big conflicts like that, where Kesh just gets disintegrated, they start, well, disintegrating. He recently already used a flask, so he's been on cooldown, even though he could make full use of a single flask. Now got some spring galls on the field. Over here, got some scouts going down. Now got some Guillaumes here. Guillaumes, this situation, are actually pretty good. Guillaumes are the anti-light specialists when it comes to the heavy infantry. The high attack speed and just being heavy infantry. Good health as well. They have high DPS, low armor 10. Spring Gold stays alive, and looks like Blue does hold off all the spearmen. Looks like Blue has a pretty high destroy value, but remember as well, all volumes units do not count down here, so just pretty much ignore this in most situations. What was that, Guillaumes? Yep, Guillaumes pulled on the field. Got another town center being pulled up by the Byzantine player. The Rus have not pulled on another town center. They'll just back on off from the scout. They could try shanking him. And he's noticed opponent has gone for a mass number of spearmen, so Guillaumes were a good call. Rus players are mixing a large number of crosswind because they're good against heavy, aka Guillaumes and Keshiks and Cataphracts. So far, there's only 2 Keshiks on the field. This one could use another flask, but it's on cooldown. This Keshik could probably use a flask as well. One of my favorite quotes when it comes to using timed abilities, like a flask, it actually comes from StarCraft 2. In the final mission and All In, the fact that Matt Horner says it recharges pretty quickly really does convince the player they can really use the artifact to clear out waves. So just saying like, oh, it recharges pretty quickly really does encourage players to use it often. It's a weird mental gymnastics where I'm one of those players who will stockpile everything up and not use one-time valuable resources because I never know when I may need it. But if you just say, oh, it recharges pretty quickly, it actually does influence the player of using certain abilities and effects often. I would also, one thing I would say that the system of the first tale needs to reward is it refills a flask quickly every 30 seconds. It does actually make a difference. And speaking of what does make a difference, is there's a good number of crosswind holes in the Gilons. We got a good number of spring golds here as well. In this current patch, it does increase the width, splash radius, splash width of the spring golds, so they are a bit more effective versus the melee infantry units. Cataphracts falling back. Do have a Magnon placement now here. Might as well upgrade some, fortify it when he gets a chance. After all, he probably just gained passive stone income from various structures. Might want to use some flask on these guys. You don't have to wait until they have enough health. There we go. Now they're active, and they will fall back, be just fine. Scout is there. And Secret Sight being captured up by the Ruse player now. Both players have 2 relics. The last one is right here. Prank. Blah. My voice is not exactly 100% at the moment. Pink should have this scouted out, but maybe there's a chance he has not. Battery ramps not being established. Multiple wooden fortress here. And it's also garrison spearmen. There is a single man arms there, so Pink would win the fight out, barring all the reinforcing Gilons. Drink up, Cataphract. Won't be a full healing, but good enough healing, I would say. Great damage from Spring Golds, got a fortified and outpost there now. Cataphracts was a little bit outnumbered there, so I'm just pushing back. Villagers migrating back down south. Bannerings battering down the town center. Cataphracts and Keshiks engaged some of these spearmen. All the Spring Golds have gone down, but most spearmen are going down as well. The flask being quite useful there. He has, I'll just spam out the button, I'll say, get them all on cooldown, but I'm not quite wounded. Keshiks getting some free help there on these battery rams. Ooh, you could use a flask. You need a good drink. Though maybe it's a little bit more stiffer than water. Only 5 Gilons remaining on the field. He's going for more Keshiks. And remember as well, since he's not going to Golden Horn Tower, this is all manually deployed out units. Keshik has gone down there. Battering rams now advancing. Takes out that one battering ram there, thanks to his siege damage. Do some decent damage on these forces, but this will be battered down. Some spearmen there. Gilons needs to protect that. Got these heavy cavalry being tied up by the berries. Couple down villagers there. Right now, blue does have a slight village advantage. 11 is actually a decent number, more than just slight at this point in time. Both players coming at one town center. Spearmen engage some villagers. More blue villagers are going down. Cataphracts in good numbers. It's been a while since I've seen this many cataphracts. Though they do need their flasks. They will get some excellent health regen here. And cataphracts are pretty durable. Spear crossmen are slowly picking them down. Cataphracts being very I can't say they're cost effective. But they're winning these fights, these small number fights. Oh, these guys are wounded. All back and go to a monk here. It's pretty low on flasks at the moment. So a monk or two probably wouldn't be half bad. And still, there's just this one relic there. Warrior Monk will pick it up now.
Добро есть. Зарядить надо будет.
Потрудился изрядно.
These units starting to fall back up north. We do have this set of heavy cavalry trying to raid some more villages. We got two cavalry centers next to each other. Right now, the village count are quite even. And now I've got these heavy cavalry pushing up north, spearmen across them, just trying to pursue them. May find an opportunity to engage more villagers right there. There's also a pile of villagers there, since this is the High Trade House, which is not providing too great of income. 175 gold per minute is actually not that great for it. Heavy cav pushing up north. Got these guys pushing down south. Warrior Monk trying to stop them. Crossbow and spearman here to support the Warrior Monk. And these guys, oh, there's plenty of openings there, at least right here. These are ghosted, but those can be easily be torched down. Oh, yes, there's an opening there. Crossbowman does go down there. Now the rest of this gate will be destroyed. Needing some health regen for the Keshiks. Eastern is pretty forward. We'll find some spearmen. Got some more flasks to be utilized. Now he has completely consumed all the flasks, so he may need to cool down a little bit. I still think you should go for a monk or two. At this point in time, even herbal medicine may be a decent investment. Though it is relatively expensive at 275. I think this could be used a price deduction. Maybe honestly 125 maybe a decent value for it. Plus 6% increased healing is hard. I don't know. You don't really fall back and get units healed on up. This is not Command and Conquer. Did lose some Keshiks there. Now we got a massive round of Spring Gold as well. So we got heavy cav Spring Gold using expensive cataphracts and supplementary cheaper Keshiks based off of olive oil. With Spring Golds for the counter for the Spearmen. I don't know if that may be overkill amounts of Spring Golds. I don't know if there's a soft cap of how many Spring Golds you can build before they just overkill everything. So maybe having a split the fireball would be best then. Spearmen push way forward in good numbers. Does get some splash damage there on the crossbowman. And it looks like the Spring Golds was simply not enough. Though almost all the spearmen did go down there. Yeah, so I think supplementary force of archers would be better than the Spring Gold at this moment in time. They would be effective both versus the crossbowmen and the spearmen in this situation. Yeah, I think a mix of Spring Gold and archer probably be a little bit better at this moment in time. Conquest the berries. Got some thorns being salvaged over here. And this Hunting Camp does have 5 trees to collect up the bark from. handful of flasks being deployed out there, but of course he is assuming as quickly as he can get them at this moment in time. As these conflicts get larger and larger, it's hard for those flasks to pay value. It's better for smaller conflicts, smaller skirmishes. Oh, that villager goes down. Maybe the camel archers would be a better option than the Keshik some more time. They would be a light cavalry unit, so it won't be countered by crossbowmen, and they are effectively mounted archers, so they'll get bonus damage versus spearmen. Maybe the mercenary camel archer are a better choice, but there's also Pink needs to delete these walls. Maybe delete a little bit too many. I think that's a panic delete, but it should be fine enough. Spearmen are pretty good concave, straightforward. Crossbowmen are advancing. String dolls don't have the highest range. 6% pierce arm is quite good. Cataphracts do trample the way forward, using excellent damage, using good splash damage. All the spearmans have gone down. Crossbowmen would counter the heavy cavalry, but cavalry in general could counter the crossbowmen. But it looks like Blue's cavalry will be whittled down. Overall, I think Pink's doing quite well this conflict, even though this seems like equal destroyed value and on both sides, relatively similar. And as well, olive oil units do not count for this, so every single cataphract you're seeing, every single drop of olive oil is not being added up there, so I think add 5,000 to Pink's destroyed value, and that's what I think the more truer value is at this moment in time. Looks like the Roost players are mixing mana arms and a keep. Need some decent volleys there. Maybe the Byzantine player needs to mix in some veteran horsemen as well. Something a light unit to help engage and pursue the range units. Cataphract's trample is nice and all to help pursue the range units, but sometimes you just need a bit more of a direct counter, something a little bit cheaper as well. Maginot does get a good volley there. Cataphracts push way forward. Cataphracts being picked apart. No more flasks are available at the moment. Over here. Oh. Nice. Pink has denied that gold deposit, and that is the last gold deposit on Blue's side of the map. Denied by some walls, and these, of course, Roost fortified palisade walls. Both now we've got two pink keeps versus one blue keep. Maginot's are more or less a soft counter, but not exactly a hard counter. Their range is 8, which is the same range of the keep. Trying to capture the Sacred Site. Pink's almost like got a Sacred Site victory at the moment. Has 3 minutes 24 seconds, and these cavalry units being ripped apart. He would not get that time. And now the countdown's resuming. Floyd out a forward market there. You can also sell some olive oil for gold. Pink's now Floyd out trebuchet. Pink has gold income. Blue does not. And not to mention the Sacred Site victories in 3 minutes. T minus 3 minutes. Blue should be able to smash this open. Maybe a good idea to go for Castle Turret and Arrow Sledge. Just get it fully upgraded. If you want to try to deny gold like that, get it fully upgraded. Past maybe a handful of villagers there. 8 villagers. and the walls are annoying there, so you can't really have to force a large response rather than a small response. As the fortified palisade walls are double health walls with no additional cost. Keshik's trying to push forward to capture this sacred site, but they're a lot more squishier versus Cataphracts. Blue's Keep is now under siege. Or it's been under siege. Now ablaze. Blue has some horsemen there. They're only horsemen, not veteran horsemans. Falcon sacred site there. 2 minutes 11 seconds paused. Spearman man arms truck way forward. I don't think Blue's going to be able to break out of this contain. Mangonel's not even firing at the moment. Mangonel's going down. Sprinkle's still here in good numbers. Villager's here. But the Pink Pass army, not so much. And Blue does back up the game now. Miss Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get started next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me 1 moment. My apologies, I'm back. To see another good replay, I can cast. Oh, that's the chat or the test message I sent. Remember seeing not that one. Oh, that's a decent replay as well. Malians versus Mongols. M versus M, so man versus machine, right? NVM? Yeah, that joke probably wouldn't land. Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the right side as Blue Malians, we've got New Moden. Spawn on the left side as the Yellow Mongols, we've got Beastie. You have the OVO being established over here. We've got 2 safe locations for the OVO. We also got a bit of wood to collect up. It's going to be pasture or for barracks. Guess we'll find out soon enough. Oh. Already got conflict activated there. And we've got an early pasture. When it comes to, looks like the deer deposit up here, and also deer deposit back here. Small gold deposit, and we're going to see the next 2 mining camps or pit mines over here and here. Mongol player has pushed forward near this gold deposit and wood deposit. Small amount of berries here. Actually, look at this. 2 gold deposits pretty close by each other. That should be pretty easy to keep that area safe. Deer deposit spawned back here and here. Got a large stone deposit here, so after he exhausts these 2 stone deposits, he can probably consume this stone deposit here. Maybe a Pumbaa along with it. And also got some berries here, so perhaps we could see the gear for the advanced economic upgrades, but we probably won't, because nobody goes for those advanced economic upgrades. Even though it's still a good idea to go for the initial level 1 economic upgrades. those are cheap enough to actually warrant them. The other ones are just far too expensive. In fact, most of the stone upgrades are far too expensive. Improve upgrades. The silver tree is now being deployed on the field. Monster quarry here, cutting a bit of wood. More huts being established. So both players just eyeing for eco. Got a decent amount of gold being collected up there as well. I'm wondering if it's going to be a fast castle for Mongols. Decent amount of wood being collected up there. But of course, money in the secondary town centers do cost wood and gold. Cost 800 resources. Some of the Mongols 800 wood. So both those have to, factions have to pay premium. Got the stable and silver tree repositioning, or they're just trying to be built there. These are Vanguard scouts, not warrior scouts, so they don't have increased damage just yet. We do now have the warrior scout upgrade there, which will actually give them damage. Hardened Khan only has 3 damage, which is also not great. The Khan only gets decent damage from Imperial Age. It goes from like 2, 3, 6, 20, if I remember the damage right. And this villager does go down. The Khan's gonna be next, taking a lot of extra damage here. He is classified as a scout, so he takes bonus damage from anti-scout damage. Sheep's been shanked. Got 2 slices on the sheep. Did it only do 3 damage onto the sheep per strike? No? 7? He got 2 strikes onto it, so what was that damage on the sheep? Got a pair of Keshes now on the field. Mongols trying to clip that delicious venison. Professional scouts now on the way for the Mongolian player. Those lose vision of those scouts since the Keshes have not scout vision. Speed arrow there. Warrior scouts only have slightly faster move speed than heavy units. Guys, just to activate the charge, which will get a nice speed boost there. They do not collide with Pumbaa. Do now the survival techniques researched by the Mongols. And right now we do have 5 warrior scouts in the field, so he may be trying to steal deer deposits in the future. We got a couple villagers here. Not only can raid the villages, he can also steal the venison. Double raid, I guess, without having proper raid like the Mongols, which still is a really expensive upgrade. Raid bounties. Archer range there. Archers are a decent counter to the warrior scout. After all, they do not have any bonus damage versus range units in the Age 2 variant. They do get their bonus damage versus range when they become veteran warrior scouts. Plus, they have no inherent armor like horsemen, so archers do full damage to them. Traders are going up here. He has not seen the silver tree, this better target location, but the other location is just not safe at the moment. Archer range heading down towards the Ovo. And scouts are falling back. Right now, the Mongol player has claimed 2 villagers. The Mongol player has 4 Kashyyyks versus 6 warrior scouts. They can claim all the venison, no problem. This venison deposit could be claimed. It looks like the Mongol player is heading towards that venison now. Some dolls, though, can help keep the venison secure away from the Kashyyyks. Local doggo does take some hits there from the Khan. Archer range now established there. Takes an arrow. We'll take out that 1 villager. And we'll get 1 villager there. And maybe we'll take time to raid the mining pit. You will see professional scouts there. Killing off the deer is not important. After all, professional scouts, they can pick it up regardless of what state. Archers get a good volley there. He does spot the trader. Another pair of archers there. Remember, Donzo, they've got some javelin throwers now being poured in as well as the horticulture. Warrior Scout may go down. Could see Speed Arrow. We do not. At this moment in time, we sees all these Donzos push way forward. He probably should get a garrison archers down here. And now the Mongol player sets 9 archers. Good number. Local doggo does get put down. Good volley there onto the Keshik. Couple archers are here, not enough to deal with all these units. Plus now there's some javelin throwers to support him. He needs to retarget his trade up here for the time frame. Something's better than nothing. Maybe get a small garrison of units up there as well. Trader takes a pretty good volley. Trader's pretty slow. And now it became a porcupine. This trader may go down. Your number traders have gone down. A good archer force here, 13 versus only 5 javelin throwers, 12 hardened Donzo. The Mongol player is actually starting progressing to his next age up, has decent resources, reserve all resources, gets a good volley there onto those javelin throwers, but not a super great engagement. Archer's a bit far behind. The column herself went down there. Both of them going for range arm at the moment. Both of them have range damage at the moment. Overall, feels like the Mongolian player's been in a pretty strong position this entire game. Traders are trading. Has 33 gold. Give him 3 food and 3 wood. The 333. Villagers building some barracks here. And these traders or villagers could go down. No scout in this region. There's a blind charge. Just find a couple villagers there. Or one. No textiles. Blue's pushing up here. These Keshiks can easily go down. There's going to be a lot of javelins thrown against them. Huh. I felt like those javelin throwers were attacking a little bit faster than normal. I might be going a little bit crazy about that. Those javelin throwers do get cleaned on up. We do have a outpost here, primarily to protect these villagers, but will assist in providing additional income via trade. Additionally, this also gives the traders a little extra mobility to help escape this region. Kurultai now established. This, of course, given an excellent defensive placement right now. Trader does go down. Now identifies as a porcupine. And these are villagers, not archers. More of these villagers are going to go on down now. If he's able, he does get the Doesn't get the veteran Keshic research just yet. Once he's veteran research, he will have a timing attack to defend himself with. Plus 2 range damage as well. Very nice. Archers trick forward. Javelin thrower is also engaging. Got the arrow there, improving the attack speed of his archers. That should help him get some extra damage output going. Right now, blue does have a much higher destroyed value, but a lot of that is, of course, traders and villagers. Kurultai now redeployed here. Now has greatly increased damage as well as the timing attack. Timing defense, really, not necessarily attack. Javelin thrower has fallen back, with these forces advancing northwards. So advancing, repositioning. Not too many Keshics here, but I've got a good number of archers. Make it a good strike there. No scouts for blue. Yellow has Cousin Column there, so does have a scout technically. Javelin throwers get a good volley there in the archers. They have right now 4 range armor. These veteran archers have 9 damage, so they have pierced through the armor quite a bit. Maybe aggravate Pumbaa there. Pumbaa has been aggravated. Hakuna Matata this. Pumbaa looks like got at least 2 kills there. And that Javelin thrower gets gored as well. I think 3 kills by Pumbaa. These Keshics are advancing way forward. Grand Fulani Corral now being deployed in the field. These Keshics are quite wounded. Let's see, that's a mining pit there. Got some cows. Gotta keep those doggies rolling. And a Kurultai slowly advances its way forward. Oh, what path are these traders even taking? It looks like the trader's path is not so great at the moment, but now at the more optimal trade path. Right now the Mongol player's army is 21 versus 41. Values in favor by blue by double as well. Kurultai is also heating up these units quite nicely. As these berry bushes being cleaned on up. Some venison still remains there. So also the Mongol player is going to hit a brick wall relatively soon when it comes to food. Does have a decent supplementary food income with these cattle ranches. That Keshik's down. My apologies. Voice is not 100% right now. Kurultai is giving these units quite a bit of extra damage for defense. The veteran archers have 11 damage. Now I do have, what's that, veteran Musafati warrior? Veteran Sofa research. Walls now going on up. Traders do take a bit of hit. I'm wondering how many traders he has at the moment. Only 13, so no level 1s or level 3 Silk Road. Actually, that may be just 14 traders actually currently active. Yeah, that's how many are active at the moment. So he does have more than 30 traders, I believe. Or not 30, 15. Yeah, you can see he got 81. There's definitely the +7 gold there. So he does have more than 15 traders traders on the field. Keshics and men are now engaging these Donzo. We're also got the veteran Musafati warrior research. Javelin throwers do go down there. Kurultai being redeployed here. Yellow could try advancing over here, but also help protect the trade by being so close by. And his army's more likely to draw the ire of his opponent. He's going to push over his mining pit. He may want to go for the raid bounty research. He does have a prayer attendant field and has a shaman collecting up some of these relics. Mauling player does have at least one Imam on the field. Got a Wolo here by yellow. The shaman is trying to convert. Oh! There's a good number of villagers. That is 7 villagers. Now, for the Mongol player. Of course, they can only build Mongol stuff. They're not like Chinese villagers from the campaign to build Chinese items. So, no walls, no palisade walls. Just have them run home and hope that they, whatever escapes. Archers and man-at-arms here for defense. Town center is fully garrisoned. May want to get out some additional outposts in this region. They also help provide the Yam network. Maybe get the Yam network research to help make the infantry move around quickly for defense as well. Ova's been redeployed in the 2400. He has gotten the whistling arrows upgrade and improved whistling arrow as well. Perfect. I think this should be an upgrade that Mongol players should go for more often. It is a very, very good upgrade. Having 12 seconds or even just 10 seconds of the whistling of your various signal arrows is actually incredibly powerful. 5 seconds is not a whole lot. 12 seconds actually can turn the win you certain battles, because most conflicts probably are decided within the first, well, let's say first 12 seconds. There's a number of sofas there, so yellow could advance on this region, clean up that area. May want to get the Yam network. Yellow's force here is a little bit outnumbered. Of course, 2 defensive placements. Yellow's going to push forward here. Blue has no real counter to these mana arms at the moment, however. And yellow does have enough crossing to deal with Sofa, so yellow actually did hold out, thanks, probably largely to thank these mana arms. Not to mention they are also buffed up by the nearby Kurultai and health regens, making them last a lot longer. Does have +2 melee damage. Well, yellow is advancing this region. No raid bounties, so just get rid of bounties here. Down throwers are decent for heavy units, but not a good counter. They are... Right now, their base damage is 10, and same attack speed as crossbowmen. They are equal to crossbowmen when fighting against non-ranged units. Or actually, no, 11 damage. So javelin throwers are still slightly weaker than crossbowmen when it comes to generalist purposes. And seeing their generalists versus heavy infantry versus effective, that's not great. So overall, the man-at-arms were definitely a good call from the Mongol player. They do move faster than crossbowmen and longbowmen, with the spearman speed. Got some traders here. Man-at-arms, spearmen, moving engaged. Just regular hardened spearmen. Crossbowmen push way forward, man-at-arms advancing, getting some good damage from these villagers. Kurultai redeployed there. Does use the arrow there, increasing its attack speed for 12 seconds now. And Musafati warriors are countered by archers. The attack speed arrow is still active. Now it just finally subsided there. So it lasted for that entire engagement rather than for the initial. Mongol player does have more civilians at the moment, but this force here is still causing an issue. Maybe the Mongol player should mix in some regular horsemen. Currently he has no horsemen. I only have 1 Keshik as well, so not a whole lot of units. Going for a round of outposts here. He does have the Yam network research, so now he can move faster over here. Kurultai redeployed as well. Right now the Mongol player has a lot of gold. He may want to buy some food at the market. He may have enough to buy enough food to actually age up as well. I do have a bias towards the Cognitive Palace. It provides immense value. But I understand why people go for the White Stupa, so they can just spam out Spring Gold replacements. Because after all, Mongols can't build walls. Even though historically, they could build walls. Open up some cows. You could take time to pick off the cows as well with the mana arms, just queue them all up. Got the East Force before, Kurultai being reestablished here, so both players being aggressive and defensive. One player's Kurultai is an excellent defensive landmark. He's taking time to tip over the cows, torch down some of these cattle ranches. Up here, we've got a lot of outposts here, no upgrades onto them, but enough storage nearby to protect these villagers. Man arms engaging the sofas there, more of these cattle ranches. Cows have been set free. We let the doggies out. Sofa's heading down south, trying to engage some of these traders. Got this force heading over here to engage these traders. Bill's force here is being cleaned on up, and we got the Cognitive Palace not being blown in field. And a number of these traders will be going down. Right now he has 27 active traders. He has a decent amount of gold still remaining, so he must have bought a lot of food. Actually, probably take a look over here. Yep, you can see now it costs us 102 gold to get 100 food. And he is actually going for the raid bounties upgrade. I think it's better to go for the improved raid bounties rather than regular raid bounties. It does take 7 structures for raid bounties just to pay for itself. Improved raid bounties at least allows you to convert your stone to other resources. But it may be better just go for the stone raid bounties right now rather than just regular raid bounties, because that will give you also plus 50 stone per raid. And that's when you can start affording a lot of stuff. Kurultai is taking some severe damage now. Got a good number of archers here. And now we've got an arrow casted there. It was the arrow. They're going to task the villager too to repair up the Kurultai. Don't get him prepared up immediately, just something to at least get it going. Players a good number of archers. No poison arrow research just yet. Poison arrows are, in my opinion, it's not a great research. I don't put much stock into damage over time. I prefer more damage here and now. Cognitive Palace will bring out a nest of bees against all these archers. It's actually not a bad item at the moment. He already has Nest of Bee on the field as well, so we got double Nest of Bee. That actually can be quite nice. And this Nest of Bees are in a good position to engage. Some of these traders may go down. Got the one of these outpost torch. And the Spotted Warriors will get 2 of those villagers. Elite army tactics being researched by the Mongol player. More of these traders going on down. Stone commerce could be useful right now. Yeah, pretty much get all research. Get them all. The Mongol player does have elite mana arms. He's going for the mana arms path. Mongolian mana arms are pretty nice, but I don't know how they will fare against Muspelheim warriors. He could actually get the improved siege engineers, so he can start blowing out spring golds wherever he needs them. But right now, this is the problem with Mongolian trade. They just die. It is the silver tree is a double-edged sword, and here's the other edge. There's a good number of villagers there. The civilian count is very similar. Mongol still has a slight lead, but remember the Mongolian player has all the mining pits and all the cattle ranches, while the Cognac Palace is the other counterpart to all of this at the moment, providing another nest of bees. He did get a round of warrior monks, which are pretty nice. He also has some elite horse archers now queued on up the next shipment, which also includes a Khan's hunters. Four other hunters now being deployed in the field. And don't click on the spam bot. I need to look up a way to stop the stream from those spam bots. Elite horse archers do have 7 tile range, which is pretty nice. Can get up to 9 with Gallop active. The Incendiary is now being researched by the Mongol player. And the next item from the Cognitive Palace is a Hui Pao. Musfari warriors pushing it forward, camouflage. Good number of crossbowmen. Great ambush there though. They became bush. And no outposts out here for the Yam network, as well spotting for the ambushes. Got a large number of pastures being put on the field. Warrior monks and men-arms pushing to engage. Warrior monks do have the fortitude upgrade. The warrior's fortitude. You now the curl type being pushed over here, has less than 2,000 health. Mongol players are going to try to end the game here and now. Horse archers are advancing. Did not grab the Khan's Hunter to go along with them, but keep the Khan's Hunter next to these archers, not a bad idea. This also increases their range. Now these archers have 6 tile range. Does not have silk bow research. Cows have been tipped over. Curl tie here. And these nest bees do offer decent damage for the structures. Having full siege damage. I say that as it got a big volume of the cattle range and didn't take it out. Blue has a massive army here. Cognitive Palace, the Hui Pao will not deploy out of population space. The Yellow's going to lose all the villagers. Yellow needs to win the fight now, pretty much. Fort of Hunters way over here. Grand Colony Corral's going down. Landmark number 3 is here, capital. And the last one, of course, is over here. If he's able... There's a Hui Pao. He needs to actually back with a Hui Pao. That can be a very powerful asset to deal with the Fort of the Huntress. Both looks like the bombard in place there. No Pax Mologonica to fall in the field. The Sophos will take out the Hui Pao. We do now have some of these Mongolian hand cannons to deploy in the field. Using decent work with defense. Also, a lot of defensive air. So, got a good number of archers here, but they're fighting against a lot of static emplacements. And looks like Blue does back the game now. This Angrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Give me a moment to ban that spam bot, and I'm going to find another player. That's cleaned on up. Let's see now. Last online 5 hours ago. Oops, I cut off the V. For the custom games, I tend to be on custom maps. I do see an archipelago. I do like to see water maps occasionally. 10 minutes, not that great. Archipelago. Nope, not that great. I like water maps. I actually feel pretty comfortable playing games in water maps. Could do some of these. I live on the shorter side. Don't like mirror matchups. Yeah, none are. Let's take a quick look at these. Custom games, see if we have any decent length. Yeah. Let's go on to the next player. That is... Who is that guy? India server enjoyer. He also has a really high level. I'm not sure who this person is on the... whatchamacallit. The leaderboard's looking at to look and see who's the best player or the highest ranking players at the moment. Doesn't say it's a Smurf count for anybody. And got a 40-minute game here. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn on the left side as Red Chinese. We got India server enjoyer. Red Chinese communist detected. Spawn on the right side as the Magenta Byzantine with Scarlet Devil. And looks like we got both of these deer deposits back here along with some berries, so a pretty good amount of food. We also got a decent amount of natural coverage here in these forests, which eventually leads to this cliffside. So yeah, I think Magenta has a pretty good map spawn. Decent amount of berries also in the natural coverage area. Still, just on this here, has to push forward with Wisdom, but can't be perfect. Red has all 3 small gold deposits behind him, so that's pretty safe for him. Additionally, the trading posts here, and with the natural foliage along this direction and the cliff face, maybe I'll go for some decent trade, but going way up here as well. Deer deposits back here along with the berries and some stone. Pumbaa in the middle, but there's a lot of trees nearby, so that should be pretty safe as well. Magenda's now going for the Grand Winery. Deer deposit here, and this is going to be a great spot for an outpost here based on this cliff face. Grand Winery right there. Safe enough spot. Imperial Academy. Doesn't really matter where it gets spawned field, but I suppose it does double tax generation nearby. Additionally, cost 30%, fish cost 30% less. Nothing too significant there. Nice to have early on. We've got some sheeple. A lot of sheeple here. A lot of tax can be collected on up there. Collecting up all the taxes there, or not all the taxes, still some taxes left here. Survival techniques being researched by the Chinese player. He's not eyeing for Song Dynasty just yet, so we may need to see a secondary or a stable being put on the field relatively soon. I doubt he's going to build scouts from this town center, but he could. With a lumber camp there. The deer are pretty close by each other, so maybe a good idea to go for 5 scouts to steal the deer. It's easy for Magenta to claim it. We do not have a mercenary house being plotted out here. What mercenaries can you get back here? Mercenary Magadai could have been very fun, as well as he could get some Desert Raiders as well. But looks like he's just going for boring mercenary house, not next to trading post. Well, he could always pull it next year and improve the production speed by 50%. Well, no, regardless, not if he goes for these assets. And the not so possible trading post here has Zunch News and War Elephants. So proxy War Elephant in the back of your opponent's base. That would be interesting, but unlikely. It's going for a safe venison deposit there. Magenta's putting some walls here. Scout is here. Byzantine player is now going for some longbowmans.
Ευθύς! Έτοιμος. Έτοιμος.
This venison deposit is a little bit more exposed, but simple enough for Red to claim. Magenta. Let's see, where is a... Yep, no survival or professional. Fast forward a little bit since both players are in eco phase. Chinese players deploying a handful of spearmen, or not spearmen, archers. Got some longbowmans deployed in the field as well. Palisade walls being established here as well. Spearman or Limitani now straight forward, gets a good damage on those on that villager. Chinese villager does go down. Spearman gets some good volleys there. He is not paying close enough attention there. Loses a scout needlessly. Chinese archers advancing. My apologies. Golden Horn Tower now being established. Good volleys there. Astronomical clock tower will be built as well. Looks like Red will get his landmark up and going before Magenta. Magenta's immediately going for a monk to grab some relics. Chinese players point out some lancers. Scout will spot that villager, but start shanking him now.
Τούτο κτίζω ευθύς.
Scout heading back up north. We do have this force straightforward. Maybe just trying to secure the relic. Yep, just trying to secure the relic. Red has a monk in the field as well. That is a lancer there. This monk's heading up north, but Magenta, nope, that's a scout there. Magenta will pick up this relic. scout back here. Monk being bitten by the local doggo.
敌人正在攻击我们。
Καλά εκτελουμένη δομή.
Βλέπω τους εχθρούς. 正在理清。我看到了敌人。
Distractionary conversion ritual. Magenta does spot that monk there. Conversion ritual will probably not be successful. Longbow and ripping part either way, didn't get a chance with the conversion ritual.
骑士，你做好准备。
做好服从准备。
Magenta has now picked up that relic. Both sides have claimed relic. Magenta's picked up 2 more. Red's picked up the last one.
Ευτυχισμένη μέρα.
So it's gonna be 3 relics from Magenta, giving a lot of extra olive oil.
Τι θέλεις?
And just 2 for the Chinese, which could sort out the 2 pagodas. And man, the Chinese player still just tanked Dennisai, has not advanced the song.
我发现了敌人。
Οι εχθροί πλησιάζουσι.
您的指令是？
Looks like this monk will head down here, then to the sacred site.
附近发现有敌人。
我的道路。
是时候行动了。
Number of lancers here and a scout.
我们出发。
Magenta's going for a basic round of walls there. And Magenta does have a good amount of deer there. He's collecting the berry deposits first to get that olive oil going. Does give him faster resource generation if you go for the included berries as well. Probably a good idea. Go for berries first. Unless you want only the food, then go for the deer. With everything being walled off of here, eventually, he could also eye for a handful of traders and get some olive oil that way as well. His traders are slightly more efficient. It's like 25 or 20% more efficient. So, Byzantines do have good trade.
Προσβολή! Ακροβολούσι!
我发现了敌人。
Good damage there on the Lancers. Local doggo may draw some fire. Local doggo's trying to get the stick from Lunatani.
Στην εισβολή, έτοιμος. Ο εχθρός! Επέρχεται!
And that scout does go down. Lancer should be able to escape on out of there. He does have monks in the field for some health regen. There he is.
准备好停。
So fall back to him, get some healing going. Red scout will be going down. Gold deposit here is almost completely claimed. There's still, of course, 2 small ones back here. Going for some berries. Barbican in the Sun now being deployed in the field. He will finally advance the Song Dynasty. It is currently being deployed. Lance to take a volley there from the longbow. There's a good number of longbowmen on the field right at the moment. Another 5 more on the way. Barbican Sun being deployed out right there. Just being a decent defense structure will help compound with this town center, the capital. Secondary town center has been deployed over here as well. So the Chinese villager production will increase by 200% to 250%. It says it's supposed to increase the production rates by 33% if I remember correctly by the description. But that clearly says 15 where the base is 20 seconds, so that is 25% faster producing speed rather than 33%.
发现有敌人。
Lancers, a good number of Lancers there. Nothing overwhelming Lumtani. Does lose a scout, which is actually important.
为您服务是我
Chinese player does have a very good number of nested bees, a hive of bees as well.
为族空
Perfect item gets all the longbone. He has 2 queues of longbone queued on up.
尊贵的骑士，
So soon he'll have about 50 longbowmen.
现在为受敌。
Outpost here. A volley there on the Lancers.
我会带领你们。听我指令，前进！
We do have a single cataphract now in the field.
兄弟
Nothing
们，
too significant, honestly.
做好
We still have the leftover archers from the early game. A very rare unit, honestly, for the Chinese to play on the field. Archers. Because most of the time they just go straight for the Zun Chinus. But he did not reach Song Dynasty, so didn't have access to Zun Chinus. Because I always forget the fact that Chinese need access, need Song Dynasty to get the Zun Chinus because, well, most people just rush out Song Dynasty. The times where it's like, oh, they didn't have access to it is sometimes I have to remember that. Of the 4 Dynasty units, only the Palace Guard doesn't require any unique Dynasty. Maybe that's just the Tang Dynasty unit. Yeah, let's just go with that. It's the Tang Dynasty unit, the Palace Guard. Or good to say that's the Imperial official. Oh well. Both sides being aggressive, both sides going to try to close out the game, so it could result in a base race situation. If that is the case, I don't expect the game to last much longer. Horsemen and Lancers are pretty forward. Got quite a bit of choke point there, good number of Lumtani there to defend with, as well as some Varangian Guard. Some of these walls have gone down, good number of Varangian Guard, and a very good number of longbowmans. Currently there's 55 longbow in the field. Red's arm is just 30. And this is also a problem as well. All avoiding units do not count. So, look at that. If army value is 7,330, even though his opponent has more than triple the numbers, because all of you oil units do not count. Offhand math. Maxwell Longbone costs 90. It says 94 resources each, but I think it just costs 90, right? So 90 times 50. If my offhand math is incorrect, if you do 90 times 10, that'd be 900. Divide that by 2, which is 450. Add a bit more. I'm just going to round up to. Oh, that would be 9,000, 4,500. Just going around to 5,000. I'm just going to add 5,000. It's probably about 10,000 versus 8,500. And that's my horrible offhand math. Which seems about right. After all, we got mostly Lancers, which is basically triple the cost of Lumtani and or Longbowmen, and a good number of these Clock Tower Nested Bees, which plus 20 populations here, so it's effectively 55 versus 121. And they, of course, are 600 each as well. So I do believe the Byzantine player does have a higher army value, but he's actually approaching the pop cap. When he gets the pop cap, he really needs to be a bit more aggressive, because at this point in time, his opponent's quality could outbeat his quantity, because then eventually the quality will match his quantity. Good hit there by the Nested Beast. Lancers, of course, getting not great engagement here, but Longbowmen on the back line. Not something they're focusing down all of these units there. These Nested Beasts have taken a lot of splash damage so far. And Lancers slowing Whittle on down. Nested Beast fires a very good volley there. Takes out a good number of longbowmans. They're going to fall back. Took quite a bit of damage there. But right now, Magenta's arm is mostly composed of these longbows. She does have adequate counter, even though they're pretty all wounded. Foreign engineering company now being deployed out by Magenta. That, of course, giving the arrow volley research on his longbowman. That should be very handy. Lance Connects, they don't get anything. Don't think they get anything. And the last item is a Streltsy. The walls are going on up. Help to lock down that flank. Looks like Pumbaa's Hakuna Matata is being disturbed. Does score a villager. No textiles. And looks like there's not enough surface area for these other two villagers. Outpost automatically attacking. Poorly. It'll take forever. Being fortified there. Great gatehouse being deployed in the field. And it's actually going to be incorporated into a wall. What heresy is this? Let's be honest. When's the last time you've seen the Great Gatehouse actually be part of a wall? Lancer does get some strikes here on these villagers. Takes out that one. So two of them looks like they're down to this Lancer. It's a good charge attack there. His opponent does have textiles. Oh, could finish off that one. Vanguard distracting. Yeah, that villager should have gone down. We do now have elite contracts being researched, of course. And against the Great Gatehouse, maybe best go for the Hui Power and the Royal Cannon. Gets a pretty good volley there. It is effectively at times two pre-Nesta Bee nerfed Nesta Bees. So it does have the full 13 damage per arrow. And of course has a burst attack of 16, which is basically 2 Nesta Bees. Just push forward over here, but he has no siege unit in this region. Does not improve siege engineers either. So this could be the fact because I have red technically as selected player, so I don't know if he has access to siege engineers. But he will find the walls. Yep, he just now spotted the walls. He has no scout in this region. That's why he had to get the point blank. Soldiers will go down there. Battering down those various structures. Red has some outposts up here that can help harass traders and provide some good spotting. Don't need to upgrade that one. We now got the ferocious speed being researched, various other research for elite ranking guard. Lucy's going for the Royal Cannon, no Hui Pows. Most of the song Dizzy has a massive stone stockpile, so maybe go for a keep or two. He's going to be very far away from getting the Yuan dynasty, let alone the Ming dynasty. Outposts almost destroyed. Do now have the Typhon being researched by Magenta. And he's able to claim this large gold deposit. Red actually still has a decent amount of gold in his reserves. At least 5,000 gold can still cut that home. Magenta's doing a good job putting the gold on the map. Red may need to start progressing towards this gold deposit. He has plenty of stone for it, enough for 2 keeps. That can help him keep that gold deposit. Maybe he can go for a round of stone walls in front of it. Excuse me. think 2 stone walls probably be a cheaper, more effective solution than putting keep 2 up here as well. Either way, you can also try to branch out a bit of stone walls there. If you get some stone walls here, it'll help them lock down traversement going north and south as well. Yeah, and that would probably be cheaper than going for a keep to protect that gold deposit. Elite arm tech's now on the way for the Byzantine player. Red is going for some elite palace guards. Most is a siege army, or pretty much entirely a siege army. Serpentine gunpowder is probably a good call in this situation. We may need to see chemistry for the Chinese player. I don't think there's university on the field. I'm trying to scan for one now. That is a monastery. A lot of barracks back here. A lot of granaries here. Filled with things are not grain. All 6 sites captured by Magenta. Going for more Royal Cannon. Or, no, that's probably still the same Royal Cannon. He's at Pop Cap. He's not been aggressive enough being at Pop Cap. Chinese player just now reached Pop Cap. Has 134 villagers. Does have Battle Hardened. No elite armor tactics just yet. Villagers trying to be hacked apart there. Magenta doesn't actually have too many villagers at the moment as well. He does have a secondary town center. So 71 versus 134. He could actually eye for a bit of trade. There's another way to get more villagers on the field, or civilians, I should say. After all, his trade will also provide him with olive oil. You can go get olive oil from food and gold. Royal Cannon now deployed in the field. Imperial Palace. The Chinese person advanced to the Yuan Dynasty. Doesn't need the benefits of Song Dynasty anymore. And going to the Yuan Dynasty does give him access to the Fire Lancer. It's all these long going. Fire Lancer may be a pretty good option. They do have bonus versus range, right? They have less armor than Horsemen. I think they still retain pretty good bonus versus range. Plus they have really, really high torch damage to make even the Mongols very jealous. And now we do have Ancient Techniques, improving its collection rate by 12%, and potentially 16% later on. Village pushing forward, trying to salvage a keep here, but that's simply not going to be a possibility. Villagers may just need a tap move down here. Going to try to torch it down, get some damage there. There is 16 villagers, 15 villagers, not to get the keep fully garrisoned. Round of palace guard pushing over there. And the bombards taking some severe damage. These Royal Cannons see severe damage to the Great Gatehouse, which has the same range as Royal Cannons. Like I said, a weekly POW would have been much better. Weekly POW is the strongest trebuchet in the game. And not to mention has the highest range, so it's like 18 range. Something absurd. Palace Guards trying to push forward. Magenta's trying to pull out some walls there. We have this keep still fighting. 8 out of 15 inside. Got some longbowmen engaging this siege workshop, drawing some fire for Red. Red does not have any range damage, so these arrows are not doing any extra damage. Does have now a cannon upgrade. Got some Palace Guard on the back line as well, just causing issues for Magenta. But yeah, the Union Dynasty, they move really fast, almost as fast as Knights and Lancers, which is pretty good. Royal Cannon gains severe damage onto the keep. It looks like it will go down. Keep has gone down, but one longbowman remains. Palace Guard reigns more villagers, and Magenta still is having trouble with villager numbers. Red has Carosity over here as well. Palace Guards have one push forward and engage that longbowman. Got some more villagers heading up there. Keep Magenta's going in the area of keep. Gold here being collected up. Red's going to be finishing off this gold deposit. I think Magenta grabbed half of it. And Red's going for some proxy barracks and siege workshops there. Magenta may not have vision of this. And the keep is built probably will, but I think at this moment in time does not. There's a siege line for Red. Palace Guard straight forward. The Palace Guards and Battalions should not go over that keep, no problem. And now we've got a large number of cataphracts. He's been using all his elbows for supplementary longbow. Now he's going to mix in some elite cataphracts. So Red needs to perhaps get out some crossbowmen and or spearmen to help deal with them. Villagers being hacked apart there. The Reds constantly hitting these villagers has been causing issues for Magenta as well. It's probably just an animation bug. They're slicing part that outpost. The base damage is 20 damage. It looks like, yeah. The torch damage was 21, it was doing 21 damage. Though it was fortified, so that's stone armor, I'm not sure. Red just has all of these barracks and backline causing issues. Magenta may spot this now. Red just being everywhere just causes so many issues. Palace Guards push forward. This area has the T has been crossed. We got a good number of longbowmen as well as some Charles deploying field. The Charles do have serpentine gunpowder, which I love how it shows like the melee attack first now, which maybe a little bit bug shows like 63 melee damage. Here comes the nest of bees, annihilates formation of the longbowmen. And the Strolsey goes down as well. Royal Cannon's firing away. Here comes some cataphracts. There's some Lance Connects mixed on in as well. Lance Connects are pretty nice. And now looks like all these nest of bees will go down to the cataphracts. It's going to be a massive loss. Trying to go for some Lancers. Elite the Lance spawn field. They do have extra movement speed. Cataphracts going straight for the nest of bees. We do have those trying to repair them on up. Got the Great Gatehouse trying to protect them as well. Pretty good volley there by the Great Gatehouse. They will escape beyond the gate. Most of one.
底完成了一个工作。
Battering ram now pulled on the field. Pushes away forward. And we still got a lot of red stuff there. He's also taking time to build some patterns back line. This is one thing I like to do as well. If you have a couple units that peeled on off, just have them build batterings in their opponent's base. It causes so many issues. Magetta's just been so focused on taking out these individual Paliscar. Look at the destroyed value, 36,000 versus 13,000, but then again, all of our units are not counted to that, so never mind. Pretty good volley there by Nested Bees. It's more generous than Mangonels, so it's actually decent versus all of these units. And he's taking some pretty big hits there. They're pretty synced up, so dodging is a bit more possible. Gets a volley there, but it does interrupt with being minimum range. And now the Cataphracts managed to push their way through via trample. And all those Nested Bees are going on down. Paliscars, however, everywhere. Magenta still in the 70s when it comes to villager numbers. Alright, go number roll of cannons. Imperial Palace will be going down. It is also a lighthouse, so it is somewhat of a loss. But these royal cannons will have the same range as the Great Gatehouse. The Great Gatehouse can defend itself in this situation. Takes a pretty good volley there. Gonna try out damage it. He does have a lot of extra health at the moment. But takes a pretty good volley there, and that single Lumen drew a massive volley there. Red did not mainly target the Great Gatehouse, and now it is down. If when a manly target it, he may have actually saved himself. Red has a massive number of villagers there, which could be taken out. They can also hide on top of the wall, 7 away from the cavalry. A number of spearmen here. Right now, they're hardened spearmen, not even veteran spearmen. Veteran spearmen now on the build queue. These are volleys in the Barbican Sun. Barbican Sun? I still don't know how to pronounce it, like I don't know how to do it with many things. Red's batteries just pushing way forward. Magetta's does not have full change population space. Landmark victory, 3 out of 6. And we've got more batteries being pushed over here. We've also got Imperial Official trying to surprise the stone collection. Okay. Villagers are creeping their way forward. Not enough stone for a... Oh, he had enough stone for a keep. Got a good number of veteran spearmans push way forward. Lancers here. SP's firing away. Got a very large number of cataphracts. Product of the Sun has gone down. The capital could be under fire next. And the thing as well, Red's landmarks located here, here, and here. This is the last 3 remaining landmarks, all pretty close by to each other. So Red's about to get Annihilation victor, lose to Annihilation. He is doing some great work at taking out some of these villagers. And over here as well, Red's counterattack is good, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Capital under a serious fire. Elite Spearman research almost complete. He needs to get some villagers nearby the Hero Academy or over Ashland Clock Tower to start getting repairs ready. And maybe an ambush spawn of some Palace Guard over here. He has plenty of food, wood, and gold, and population space. I think this is the biggest problem right now. Red is not queuing up units here to engage these forces. These cannon are his biggest threat at the moment. He takes the cannon, he should be fine, but... And that's Annihilation. This is Android saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. As I've been mentioning throughout the stream, my voice is not great at the moment, so that shall be my last replay tonight. So everyone, thank you for watching, have a good evening.